Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of the Daring Mormons. We changed our name.
Yeah, we changed our name. It's not Starry and Angel anymore.
Why did we change our name then?
We literally legally changed our name to the Daring Mormons. I'm just kidding. It's so you guys can find us more easily, I guess, because now it's more consistent. Our Instagram is the Daring Mormons, now our YouTube is, and our TikTok is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All same across the platform, which is awesome. And we're super stoked to get back into vlogging. Starya just started going back at it, and
I'm back, guys.
She is back, and she just roped me right back into it, and I'm stoked that she did, because do we have some exciting news for you guys.
Oh my gosh, this next chapter of our life we're so excited about, which we're going to kind of talk about what it's going to consist of, a lot of what it's going to consist of. Basically, the next chapter in our life, we're going to be living a lot more eco-friendly, sustainable living, whatever you want to call it. So that's what we're talking about today. What is kind of what we're kind of transitioning our life into.
Are we telling them?
Well, you don't even know for sure if you're taking this job yet.
We don't know for sure. It's a test trial.
I mean, but it's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Should we just tell them?
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, in the first vlog, we already did tell them.
I'm sure you guys know already. So we're just going to come out and tell you guys the big news that we have going and where we're looking.
We're moving to San Francisco. We're living van life in San Francisco. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we're super stoked. Like, San Francisco is a huge city, and there's so many van lifers around there. Beach life is the thing.
We're going to learn how to surf.
I'm gonna learn how to surf and do a bunch of different stuff. We're super stoked about it. And yeah, with that though comes the whole eco-friendly lifestyle that we are moving into. So I got this job offer, and I don't have the job yet, nor do I know if I'll do good at it, but to do solar.
He basically has the job.
Yeah, to be a solar salesman. And I'm super stoked about it. And like, the more I've been thinking about it, and the more Starya had been thinking about it. At first, I was super nervous.
I was confident from the start. I'm just gonna put this out there. I had to talk him into it. I'm like, look, I'm steady as a rock. Like, I'm very confident about this next move. Like, you need to take this job. If you don't, I'm going to.
Yeah, seriously. She was like, if you don't take this job, I'm gonna take the job, and we're gonna move out there and live the van life and do the whole thing. So I was like, fine.
Well, let me just say really quickly, like, you guys. We're obviously Mormon, so sometimes we're going to be a little bit more spiritual with you guys. We experienced a very, very spiritual moment that was really cool, that really told us that we were, like, it was the right direction for us. So it was so awesome to go through that. But
yeah,
that's why I was so confident, honestly, because the Spirit was telling me,
Yeah, it was really just pushing us that direction.
Yeah. And
so much to the point that we couldn't even if I tried to back down now, or we tried to back down now, it wouldn't even, like, we wouldn't be able to, because just like, it's the direction, it's the next move. And with our lifestyle the way it is, like, we've recently, or within the last year or so, Starya's always been doing it, but us as a couple have become more aware of how much plastic we've been using. And so we take our own bags to the grocery store. We try to buy things more in glass and have glass containers to hold things.
Which, van life will make that actually a lot, it'll push us into that more, because with van life, like, we're going to have set containers, probably like mason jars that have like little like seeds and nuts in them. And we have to take those containers to the store, because there's different stores that sell things like where you can just put it you can scoop it into your own container. And we have to do stuff like that because we don't have the space to have like bags of different types of food everywhere. So it's going to really force us to have to be more eco-friendly in that matter. So, that will reduce a lot of the plastic that we're buying, because a lot of food is just wrapped in plastic.
Yeah, it's crazy. When you start thinking about it, the more you think about it, the more you're like, things are wrapped in plastic. So many plastic stuff. Like, some of the stuff we won't unfortunately be able to go without using plastic. Like,
we were saying bread is
Yeah.
If we can find a bakery where we can go get bread and like we can just put it in our own bag and it's not like super crazy expensive, then we're gonna do that. I mean, honestly, I think we should do that either way. Maybe we just won't buy bread as much.
Yeah,
but
which
like,
is probably a good thing anyways.
Yeah, there's certain items that it is difficult to find. Well, like lettuce. Like, I know that you can get heads of lettuce, but like we are used to having, lately we've been using like spring mix and stuff. So like it'll be kind of interesting like making our own spring mix, you know, like so there's just certain things that it's like it'll take some thinking like, oh, how can we buy this but without plastic wrapped around it.
Yeah.
So
and it really does push us out of our comfort zone because it's not an easy thing to go completely plastic free. Like, it's not even easy to go a little plastic free, and we've been managing really well and really easing our way into that position to like be able to not use as many plastic. And honestly, the more we do it, the more we just like love the process, you know?
Oh yeah.
And become more self-aware. Like those times where I'm like, I get mad at Staria, not like mad at her, but I'm like, babe, like really, you're using a plastic bag when she was doing it way before I. It's just so fun to be able to, you know, the biggest goal is to look for what we're doing to the planet and our contribution.
Yeah. And that goes down to if you're someone that like goes and gets a coffee at Starbucks every day. Like, I don't know if we're allowed to do this again, but like bringing your own cup. I don't know if that's like allowed yet because of COVID. So.
Or maybe don't go to Starbucks and
maybe make your own coffee or tea, whatever it is. Honestly, we could be doing a lot. We were doing good at like making our own tea, but then lately we've been going out and getting drinks.
We're really guilty of going to, we call it Starbucks David's, so we go there a lot, and Jamba Juice.
Those things are hard, like because of COVID, I don't think that we can like hand them our cups, but I could be wrong because I know since the vaccine is out and everything, maybe like they're starting to allow things like that again. But once that's allowed, like that is something that you guys should do. You know, I mean, if you want to like pursue this, because it's a lot to take on. Like, we're not like telling you guys that you should do this because it's a lot. It's not something that you can just do overnight. Like, I have been trying to live this way for 2 years now, and like I still am struggling because it's just a lot to learn, and you don't realize like how much you're using in your everyday life that is like not good for the environment. It's crazy. True. Toothpaste, like
it's not.
No, that too. You're not supposed to, like, they do have a new form of toothpaste that just came out where it's little tablets of toothpaste and you just put it in your mouth and start brushing.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, and it comes in like an eco-friendly container.
See, that's awesome. And like, look forward to seeing a lot more eco-friendly stuff from us for the future. Like, my Instagram, I want to be able to talk more about living that eco-friendly life. Like I said, some things just can't be helped. Like, our van uses fuel, you know, it uses gasoline, so like we're gonna burn gas, but we're gonna try not to as much. Because honestly, we can't afford electrical.
Yeah, I mean, one of our goals in the future is to be able to get, you know, a Tesla, so that we can help do that part and like not having to, you know, have gas. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever be able to find a van that runs on batteries, but
I mean, hey, who knows?
We'll see.
But with the non-plastic and moving into our van, we're going to be using a lot less water. Yeah. You know, so we have the whole plastic thing, non-plastic, and then we are going to be using less water because we only can really shower at gyms and like right now we use quite a bit of water because we wash dishes all the time and like, you know, shower.
Well, honestly, when you're in an apartment, it's really easy to not realize that you're using a lot of water. Like, when we're in our van, I think we're probably only going to have, like, 5 gallons at a time of clean water. And, like, once that's gone, we have to go fill it up, you know? And we're not always going to be at a place where we can easily go fill it up. So we have to spare our water. So I think that will help us to realize, like, how much we don't need to, like, keep the sink running when we're, like, washing dishes and stuff.
Yeah. Or even, like, flushing the toilet, because we flush the toilet a lot, you know, in the apartment, and each time you flush it, it's like a gallon, you know, and just like, so that will be cut out. We won't use that as much, and the ways, but with that, like, we'll just use, we have a little porta potty that we're getting, you know, and that you can't use a whole lot of water in that because it'll fill up in no time. But honestly,
a lot of times we just pop a squat outside our van. We don't use any resources.
Now I know that some people like hate that idea of like
Yeah.
peeing around where we live, because on van life I was looking up like one of the number one complaints is wherever the vans are parked that it starts to smell really bad.
That's true.
So we'll try our best to do that, but also like
We splash water over it, okay?
Yeah,
We splash
throw some
over
water,
it.
make sure it's good.
We understand. We don't want it to smell bad. And we only do it if we need to. Like,
Yeah.
we try to use public restrooms. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. What else are we doing that's...
This eco-friendly, well, with the whole solar, I'm stoked because being able to go out there and knowing that every person that does get a solar system set up, that, you know, that we're that one person closer to being able to become a more sustainable world off of the power of the sun. And, you know, it's going to take years for us to really see some big changes, but the fact that you can physically see the impact that you're having in just like, you know, one person at a time, to me, like, that's super worth it, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it makes the transition even more better.
Yeah. Honestly, the reason that we're like getting super invested in this is because last night we were watching videos on solar panels and like the importance of it, and how like if we don't do something about taking care of our world now, like we're not going to have a very nice place to live in a short time. Like, it's very important that we are taking care of our world. So we just, like, it really hit us last night. Like, we've always tried to be eco-friendly, but honestly, we didn't put that much effort into it. But now we're like, okay, we're going to really put some effort into this, because it's scary, the shape of this world. It's very scary. Like, we just want to do our part, you know, because that makes a difference. Just one person doing their part. And I feel like that's why a lot of people are just like, oh, well, other people will do that and I'll just keep living my life. But like literally just you deciding to take this on and like trying to be better, even if it's just a little bit better, like it makes a big difference.
It really does. And you start to seeing that by changing that one aspect of your life, you want to change other things in your life too. But we will never be the kind of couple to like push things on people and say, hey, you should do it too. We just want you guys to see us live our life that way. And hey, if you're like, I like the way that they're doing it, then you can do it too, you know?
Yeah.
But
and again, like, it's different for everyone. It's not like in order for you to make an impact, you have to like use zero plastic and like be perfect. Like, no, like we said, like just... We've taken baby steps. Like for the last 2 years, we've used, you know, reusable bags. And like just doing that, like I knew that I was doing something to help, even though it wasn't like anything huge, like it still makes a difference. So like never feel like you have to do everything, you know, if you can, like, and you want to do it, like, but like we understand it's a lot. It's a lot. And like, we're kind of like curious how it's going to go. Diving into this, because
well, then we get the clothing brand too that's, you know, we recycle clothes, which is cool because, you know, the clothing market gets, you know, overwhelmed with the amount of new clothes that's being made and that gets pushed through the system, and we just want to do a little part by recycle clothing. And, you know, all the clothes that we buy are generally, for the most part, reused.
Yeah, pretty much.
Recycled.
Yeah, we thrift like everything.
Yeah, everything.
Honestly, all of our furniture is secondhand. Like none of it is brand new.
Yeah.
We just wanted to kind of let you guys know that that's a huge thing that we're gonna try to implement into our lives, and you know, if that's something that you guys want to be motivated by, you know, in the near future, then you'll be seeing that on our channel. The next 2 months we'll be slowly getting into it, but you'll really see us dive into it when we are actually living van life. Like, I think right now we're going to be a little bit more conscious about, like, what we're buying at the grocery store and stuff, but van life is going to make us, like, it's going to force us to go head on into this.
Yeah.
So.
And, I mean, it's a super exciting thing. Like, we're super stoked about it. And we definitely want to hear, like, if you guys have any comments or any questions about, you know, what's it like to make those changes, and is it scary, or what the best places to get certain things from, and anything like that, just let us know and we will completely let you, you know, answer those questions for you. Just to keep in mind, like, I have never been eco-friendly and I've never thought about it, to be honest. Not like I'm against it, just like I just never thought about it. And slowly but surely, like, certain things happen in life and you start to think more about these things. And, like, the world is, you know, it's in a good spot now, you would say, because you can't really see all the bad things. But in the next 50 years, like, literally in the next 50 years, you will, most of you that's still watching this will still be alive. Like, hopefully we will still be alive, and like we will be able to see huge impact at like the bad that we're doing on the world in the next 50 years. 50 years, like 5 decades. And you know, when our kids are growing up or our grandkids, like they have to live in the mess that we leave behind. And so that's really what got me to start thinking about all of, you know, solar energy, using less plastic, using less water, you know, and just like paying close attention to those things and not trying to take too much from the earth, because, you know, just never know.
It's true. Again, we're not pressuring anyone to do this. Like, we just want to share our journey. But yeah, we appreciate you guys so much. And if you are interested in van life, travel, crazy adventures, living eco-friendly, or health and fitness, this is the right place. You should subscribe.
Yeah, definitely. Subscribe, follow us, and we will promise to give you as much content as we can. Starry is the only videographer. I'm not very good with computers, or not, you know, yet. But
have you ever owned a computer?
Never owned a computer, just cell phone.
Yeah. But yeah, lately I've been posting like twice a week. I honestly just post anytime we have a video ready. So sometimes that might be 3 times a week, I don't know. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.